What's good, everyone? OJ here, and welcome back to another What Should You Buy Nintendo Switch edition with two fantastic games that recently released on the Nintendo Switch with Mario Golf Super Rush and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2 HD. Now, if you enjoy videos like this, please make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe if you are someone new, as we drop new videos every single day on the channel and also have live streams daily. And also make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video when they go live. Now let's get right into this here, guys, with Mario Golf Super Rush. A lot has been said about this game and I have put a number of hours into it, and I generally think that this is a very solid arcade action golf experience. I enjoyed my time going through it. Now let's first start off with the big new feature in this Mario Golf game that's harkening back to what they did on the GBA, and that is the Golf Adventure mode. You make a Mii, you head into these different challenges, you have different types of putting challenges, chip-in challenges, driving challenges, and even some other stuff that happens later down the line that's a bit crazy. Now I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, but just know it's not all just golf per se. There are some other things going on. The mode lasts for a number of hours depending on how fast you go through, if you want to tackle the harder challenges or not. But overall, my experience with it was pretty good. I thought that the challenges were fun. There were some kind of lame or more boring challenges, but for the most part, it varied things up. And it also teaches you the ropes. It teaches you how to drive the ball. It teaches you exactly what all of the numbers and meters mean. It teaches you how to kind of putt. It teaches you what you need to know to get your feet going and get your feet underneath you and play the game the way that it's supposed to be played. Now, there are little hidden things and other things that you can figure out on your own, but I did appreciate that it really does a good job of teaching you the approach of golf in actual real terms, not just arcade sports, but the real game of golf. So it's definitely good for that. Now, there are some things that aren't necessarily the best about this mode. There are some type of parts where it kind of drags on, or it's not as fun as it could have been, or the challenges quite aren't as good. But overall, I did enjoy my time with it, and I think that it's a solid addition with some extra little things put in there. Could be even better for the next game, because it's cool. Like, you do these challenges, even if you fail them or if you pass them, you can replay a lot of them. You can level up your Mii character to have better stamina or speed or driving ability or control or spin, and you can actually use that Mii character in the different modes of the game, whether you're playing online, whether you're playing local or with your friends, or you're just playing the single player. Everything's there for you with that. In terms of the clubs, you can earn new ones as well. So there is a nice little neat system packed into it that's just a bit shallow in some areas, but overall the gameplay associated with it is very solid. I love the basic like sound effects, like the sound when you hit the ball with the golf club. Everything sounds and plays very tight with it. I do enjoy what they've done here. I think it's very mechanically good as well, learning how to know when to shift your putt, learning what clubs to use, exactly kind of tinkering with what you want to do with bending around trees or using your special shots, which are also really cool. Each character has their own. This is a very sound and fun game of golf. It's a very fun game of golf. Now let's get into some of the other things, because content has been the issue with some of Nintendo's most recent like online experiences. Now what they want to do with the games like this is they want to provide a base game that just kind of has some modes in there, and then as time goes along, to keep you interested, they'll add in characters, they'll add in different gameplay modes, they'll add in different things. But what's just base here is definitely a bit lacking, just a little bit, because there's only 16 characters, which isn't too bad. They each have their own special. I'm sure they're going to add some more characters, so it wasn't really too bad on that front, but the game modes seem to be lacking just a bit. Now after Golf Adventure, you have two different main modes, but just regular. You have the speed golf mode, which is absolutely fantastic. This is my favorite mode in the game outside of the regular stroke play mode where you can just play a normal game of golf. This is really good because what it does is that you can actually have everybody all line up, 1 through 4 players, and then you want to get to the pin and make the goal as fast as possible. But along the way, you're going to be able to get specials, you're going to be able to get coins, you're going to be able to get hearts to recover your health, you're going to be able to do all sorts of special shots. It's like craziness all there, and it's a lot of fun to see who can perform under the pressure of this speed golf. So it's exactly like it sounds, and it's definitely my favorite mode that I played in Mario Golf Super Rush. Now the next mode, Battle Golf, which kind of has the same type of thing. Is like you're trying to get a number of points. So there's different pins all over that you have to score, and like the first to like 3 wins, but you're battling. It's exactly like that. You can hit bombs and hit people. It messes up your ball. I mean, you have like thwomps coming down. There's all sorts of different environmental hazards that can happen to you. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Not as fun as speed golf to me, but still fun in its own right. And you can manipulate some of the things in the game. You can move around like how long it takes and how many pins you get to win, how much or how less. I mean, it's pretty cool. All of them have those options in there, also with speed golf as well. Now, I did also play the regular stroke play. It's fantastic. All the courses that are there, which there's not that many, which is another one of the issues there. There's only about 6 so far. I know they're going to add more via free DLC, but for those who are looking for an experience that was a bit more packed out for single player, definitely not quite there yet with the courses. But the courses that they do have are varied and fun to play as with the different pins, and they have a lot of different areas that you can go to and play, and the course layout is very different. It's not just like the same thing. The original beginning course kind of is, but the other courses are pretty cool to kind of go through and have some crazy stuff happening. Although when I was playing online, because there is some great online play in this game, there was like one course we were playing like a Bowser's type of castle course, and like the ground looked like it was not finished at one point when we were doing from the putting. Maybe that was intentional, but hey, it is what it is there. But speaking of the online play, this is where they definitely could do better going forward, because Mario Tennis had like a matchmaking type of thing, had like a rank type of thing, a tournament type of stuff, so we can go in and quickly get in and have fun, and even still to this point. But there is no quick play or tournament play in Mario Golf Super Rush. You just have to pretty much put in what you want, or you can put in any, and then whatever lobbies are open people have, you go in there and play. Sometimes you might have to wait too if there's not enough players, so it definitely would have been good if they would have just put like a one-on-one stroke play type of thing, like certain setup stuff like that, and it can quick match you with somebody, and you can just get into a game and not have to worry about waiting for 4 people or whatever the case is. Now, if you create your own lobby, you can do that and invite your friends to that. They have the invite system, so that's very good too. So I did enjoy doing that with people here in the village. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, the mechanics of the game are very solid. The putting's very solid. The what they do, like with the wind and the distance and being able to curve and all that, everything's just good there. The only issue is some of that content, like I said, because there's not enough stages there. Some people feel that there's not enough characters. I think there's enough, but some people feel that there's not enough characters, and it really just seems like they are going to add in that stuff later via the free DLC, which for some is definitely a disappointment. For me, I always just played this with like a homies type of game. This wasn't like I'm gonna sit down and play 10 hours of Mario Golf today or anything like that. It's just a multiplayer game to me that you play locally with family and friends, and now you can play it online. So it gets the job done for me, but I can see for others that definitely the lack of content will be an issue at launch. But like I did say, they are going to add in stuff. Now let's talk about this next game, and man, this was good to play because I actually played the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 back when it first came out on the PlayStation 1. My friend had it. We played it so much. Heck, we had a demo disc at first, and we used to just sit there and play this demo disc because it was local multiplayer split screen, and we would just play it all day. This Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I think you can just use like both Tony Hawks. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But either way, we played this demo disc all day. So when the game actually came out and we scrounged together the money to get the game, or at least he had the PlayStation, so I would go there and play it, we would just play so much. So it was very cool to see Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 come out, because these are some of my favorite games of all time, especially with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So let's get into this. This is essentially a remaster or remake for the most part of these original games. Now, it took a while to come over to the Nintendo Switch, but they took their time and it really shows. These are very solid running ports. It looks great. It plays great. The controls are are intuitive. It's very fun to skate and go through. And the best thing about this is that there's so many options and so much content packed into this. So for example, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 playstyle, stuff like the wall rides and stuff like the manuals to extend combos and all the cool things that were added into Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, they've adapted that for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. So you can get all the sick stuff that you would do in 2, you can get that done in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. Plus they have all of the content intact and they add on top of that. So the regular single player mode where you're out there doing the score attack and you're out there collecting skate and hitting over trash cans and doing all that other stuff, going through different gaps, all of that is there. Now I will admit some of that other stuff is kind of boring at times on certain levels. It's not as fun to try to collect stuff just because the controls, I mean, you're on a skateboard the whole time. It would be easier if you can just like get off your skateboard like Thug, for example, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like the Thug series Underground, get off your skateboard, but it is what it is there, right? You can't on that one, but either way, it's still very fun to do the score attack and gap challenge and all that. So I enjoyed that in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. They have complete fluid connectivity, and that's the thing about this. It's not like you're booting up one game, then going into it, and then booting up the other game, and then going into it. It's both games integrated into one. So your characters who you use, your boards, everything, like all the stuff that you can unlock, all of that is integrated. So they went above and beyond in terms of, they could have just took 2 games and slapped them together and say, okay, you're going into this game and now you're going into this game, but they didn't. They fully intertwined them with everything, and it shows because it's awesome. I was able to jump into Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, skate around, have some fun, do some challenges, unlock a couple levels, and then go right into Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, skate around, enjoy the hangar, do all that different type of stuff, earn money, all of that, and then able to unlock whatever I wanted to unlock for my boards or for my stickers and tattoos. There's just so much stuff that you can do in the game. And then I was able to hop right into online multiplayer, collect more money if I wanted to spend on things too, where you have like combo challenges, time attack, score attack, all that stuff. So it's just dope. Like, I love the way that they did this, and I think that it's a testament to, I mean, Activision is Activision at times when it comes to Nintendo Switch, but when they do put out something, it's pretty good. I have to give a nice little golf clap, right? Golf clap here for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 in terms of what they did with this. And the best part about it, guys, yes, this is a remaster / remake, whatever the case is. So if you've played it, there will be some similar things there in terms of it not being completely new, but what they've added in with the online multiplayer, what they've added in with all the different customization and the smoothness of the controls and everything really does warrant it, and the price. So if you're looking to buy between these 2 games, and if you're feeling that I'm not quite getting enough content in Mario Golf Super Rush for that $60, I think it's $53 on Amazon in some places, but whatever, not everybody lives here in the US or can get it from there, right? So you can go over to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 HD and get that for $33, or if it's standard price, it's a $40 game, so it's $20 off MSRP. You get both 1 and 2, all of that content in there, all of the customization, all the different skaters that are in there, which there's like 20 skaters and stuff like that. So there's a lot. They have the old school legends, they have the new school kids as well in there. So it's dope. It's really good. And as someone who used to skate, obviously I say this is like an arcade action game, but it kind of brings out my own passion that I used to have for skating back in the day, decades ago when I skated. I loved Rodney Mullen, which Rodney Mullen is in this game, and all the style and flair with each one of these people, right? So if you use Tony Hawk, obviously he's the Birdman, he's got that vert and everything, he's got the aerial movement, but everybody kind of stays true to somewhat how they were in real life. Rodney Mullen, not so much the air stuff, but on the ground, he is a magician. He is God tier on there, you know, with the dark slides and with all that different type of stuff. So you can kind of infuse your own personal type of gameplay style into it, but still level up, still increase your stats with the creative character if you want to make your own character and go through. So it's pretty cool, although the options in the creative character are kind of limited, but either way, you can still do that. So I have to give 2 thumbs up, right? 2 thumbs up to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2 on the Nintendo Switch. And the best thing about this, which makes me more excited about it than the other versions, this is the ultimate like pick up and play game. Runs are only 2 minutes long on the single player. So if you're out somewhere, or if you're at a friend's house, or if you just want something really quick to do before you have to go somewhere or get ready for school or work or whatever the case is, or right before bed, you can pick up and play Tony Hawk so quick. The loading times are a little bit long. Mario Golf does load a bit faster when it comes down to it, so you might be able to get into some games quicker than when it comes to Tony Hawk. But once you're in, everything is good on there, and I really enjoyed my time, especially playing Switch Lite, man. Picking this up, playing on the Switch Lite, I tested it out on there. It plays fantastic. It's the portable Tony Hawk game that we've always wanted, not those weird portable Tony Hawk games that they would make that were completely different, you know, but it's an actual real console Tony Hawk on the go. That makes this version to me one of the better versions of it, because you can take that experience anywhere. And of course, if you're a skater and you're out at the skate park or something, you want to take a break, you have your Tony Hawk right there. That's like stuff that I dreamed of back in the day, which we couldn't really do to the extent like with the actual console Tony Hawks, but kids today enjoy it, right? If you're skating right now. And so I do enjoy Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2, the price, the content, the value in there. I enjoy Mario Golf Super Rush as well, but there are some things that are a bit unfinished with it. Now, for me, not quite as big of a deal, because I enjoy the gameplay, I enjoy the mechanics, I enjoy what Mario Golf Super Rush does, and I'm okay with it having content added in, because I always just see it as a game that I just play casually with friends every now and then, and when they add in content, cool. But for those looking for more of the complete experience in terms of single player and also with some online stuff and the price as well, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2 HD is your pick. But you can't go wrong with either one. Both of them are great games on the Nintendo Switch. So what are your thoughts when it comes to Mario Golf Super Rush, and also when it comes to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2 HD on the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.